Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. So this is the update for July for my DarwinEx Zero account. Hi, yeah, this is Spence, the trader. August 1st, here we are. As you can see, I'm at currently, my return is at 1.75. Let's scroll down to where we get the July results. My July results are at 1.73. So we are in the positive. As I've been telling you all along, my goal is to stay in the green. Stay in the green. Keep it moving. So, unfortunately, June, that was a rough month. But it could have been worse. It's easier to come up from a negative 1% than it is a negative 10%, if you get my drift. So anyway, right now, we're looking good. As far as I'm concerned, we're looking good. 1.73% for July. I like it. So again, right now it's 9:35. We are after 5 minutes after the stock market opened. I'm not trading right now. I am, but I'm not. We'll see. We'll see. But I just wanted to jump on to make sure I provided the update of how we're doing with my DarwinEx Zero account. Like I said, this is a long road. This is not a prop firm. So this is, like I said, an index fund type of scenario that we're dealing with here. My index ticker, as you can see right here, is NZUF. So those of you who are already in DarwinEx, you can pop in during the month and see how I'm doing, and you can see other people as well. You know how it goes. If you're already in DarwinEx Zero, you know how it goes. You can see. But yeah, so this is where my ranking is right now. I'm at 3,787 out of 8,818. I'm not focused on allocation right now. Like I said, I'm focused on getting to the gold level. So the allocations will come. Right now, we're still early at. Look, I'm only 3 months in. 3 months in. May, June, July. And we're just starting August. So time will tell. But the goal is to get to the gold level. Out of the silver into the gold. When the allocations come, they come. Okay? So yeah, I'm not going to be on here long to discuss the current status. I just want to make sure I get you an update, keeping it short and sweet. It was a fairly good week of trading this week. Getting to the last day and making sure I stay in the positive. I gotta keep my, what I've learned is keep my lot size manageable, which that phrase is what? Risk management. You got to manage it all the way through. From the time you click into the trade, you got to know what's going on. And you got to have a good get out game. Got to get out. When it's time to get out of the trade, get out. That is the key. Keep your lot size low, manageable, and know when to get out. Got to get out. If you got a good get out game, it's easier to get back in and, keep it moving. I think that's it. That's all I got for you. So we're going to start off. Today was what? Today was the jobs reports, right? No, today was the non-farm employment change. Oh yeah, you don't want to be in that. That was at 8:30. So I think the markets are showing. They're showing that it wasn't too nice. Look at that. All the indices are in the negative. S&P 500, Dow 30, and NASDAQ negative all the way through. So don't know if you want to be trading today. At least not until things kind of settle down, because I don't know what's going on. But and basically I'm a technical trader. I try to keep on top of the fundamentals because yes, they do matter. But I'm more of a technical trader. I scalp my trades. I'm in, I'm out, in, out. So it doesn't necessarily matter too much what's going on with current events, Trump. I got to keep, but you have to listen and watch what's going on, so those technical trades that you have don't go awry. Because all Trump has to do is say something, and it'll either go positive or go negative real quick. And if you're not able to adjust, well, it's on you. But other than that, we're looking good. It's a positive month for July for my DarwinEx Zero account. We're trading stocks. This is a stock trading only account, stocks and ETFs. I only trade stocks at the moment, which I think I want to keep it that way. I'm not going to mess around with ETFs. I really don't think I'm going to do that. You can take a peek at the assets here. Let's take a look at how we're doing here. Look at that. See, this is the type of account that I chose for my DarwinEx Zero account. Stocks, ETFs only. And so far, we're doing pretty good. 90% winners. Approximate return, 2.29. 432 trades. I think we're doing pretty good in my 3 months. Like I said, I want to keep my returns, my monthly returns in the region of 1 to 2%. Preferably, I like to be like 1.5 to 2.5% if I can eventually get that average up. Most preferable is anywhere north of 2%, of course, is wonderful. But, we want to keep it in the green, because those positive months will come. There's going to be months that may have 5%, which will make up for the months where I didn't have my 1.5 to 2%. So, law of averages. Mind you, I'm always going for higher than 2%. That's my goal. In my head, I'm thinking try to get above 2% each month. But if it doesn't happen, doesn't happen. Got to do what I got to do. But eventually, I'll get a handle on it, And once I do, it'll build up momentum. That's my thought. Momentum is going to come. I'm going to get it down packed. I have my favorite stocks. Let's check it out here. My favorite stocks. Tesla. Why Tesla? Because it's a volatile stock. It's up, it's down, it's up, it's down. It's, you know, it's you can catch the moves up, you catch the moves down, as opposed to those stocks that are just, you know, they're just steady. They're just steady. They may just move up. You know, they kind of just, they're not as volatile. What else do I trade here? SB, what, SPY? Yes, I do that. Got to keep this in the mix. You know, the S&P 500, you got to keep that in the mix. I don't care who you are. Keep that in the mix. NVIDIA. That's also a volatile stock. So 2 very volatile stocks, NVIDIA and Tesla. You're going to get activity, you know. So once you get the handle on how they move, then, you know, I see positive results coming. And these other ones are just, you know, I was just trying them out, see how they felt. But my thought is to become a specialist on 2 to 3 stocks. That way I know how they run, I know how they move. You know, it's easier to keep track of the fundamentals on them when I need to. Like I said, I'm mostly a technical trader, but I'm always peeping the fundamentals. Got to keep that in the background. So, you know, specialize in 1 stock, 2 stocks, 3 stocks. You know, when 1 stock is not moving, hey, jump into one of your options. If NVIDIA is not doing much, I go over to Tesla. If Tesla's not doing much, I go over to SPY, or, you know, it depends. But, you know, you keep it tight. You know, in my opinion, and I'm not, you know, this is just my opinion. You don't want to be trading, bouncing around with a whole lot of stocks. I say if you're going to have some in your arsenal, my opinion is to have at least 5 stocks that you have your go-to 5 stocks that you can go to and trade. If you got too many, then you're missing out on opportunities on ones that you have that you could have been in. You're like, oh man, why was I messing around with that one when I could have been in this one? See? So, yeah, that is how I trade. Tesla, as you can see here, I'm doing 93% winners with a 2.77 return. Okay. NVIDIA, 80% winners. The return's not so good. But hey. And I don't do too much with S&P 500, but like I said, I keep it in there. But my primary stock is Tesla. All right, so secondary, NVIDIA, third, S&P 500. Okay, SPY. And, you know, that's how we do it. So right now we're looking good. That's my update. And if you like what you see and you want to keep following me, I suggest you subscribe. That's all I have. And wish you all a great day.